This week on 51 Plates, we're going to Florida. Today, we're making the Cuban sandwich, the cubano, conch fritters, and key lime pie. Conch fritters. Essentially, one thing I've learned from 51 Plates is that every state has something that they fry. It's kind of a Caribbean thing, and I'm also gonna make a dipping sauce with this. That's essentially just like a Thousand Island dressing, but basically it will taste good because it's fried. It's imported from Chile, or Chile, if you're gonna be pretentious about it. This came from Amazon. Conch, your average fritter, like Caribbean-ish or Floridian-ish. It's a batter, which I'm going to make, and then some vegetables, and then we're gonna throw it in oil, and you're gonna eat it when you're drunk because it's delicious when you're drunk. Any fried food is good drunk. So first, I've got 3/4 cup of flour. I've got this is more than half a cup of milk because let's not go down that route. Ish. I should really start measuring things. 1 egg. And then you season to taste with some seasoned salt, a little bit of cayenne pepper if you're wild, and then salt and pepper to taste. So I'm gonna whisk this together and just make a simple batter that's like kind of spicy. So that's your batter. And then I am going to open up this conch and then chop bell peppers and onions and garlic and throw it all in there, and then we're gonna fry it. Can't take it back to the store now. Stop being so weird! They look like aliens. I'm gonna chop these up. Little pricey mother truckers. So I have the conch all roughly chopped. I'm gonna throw it into the batter here. And then I have, I'm gonna cut up a little bit of bell pepper, a little bit of onion, garlic. The batter is complete. I'm about to turn on the stove. I threw in about 1 quart of oil. I'm just gonna get it hot, you know. You should know how to fry things. If you're watching this, you should know how to fry things. Just saying, just kidding, you know. But what if you're 6 and you're like, goo goo gaga, fry things? All right, I'm gonna cut half an onion, about 1/4 of a green bell pepper, and about 1/4 of a red bell pepper. And then about 2 cloves of garlic, except I always add more because garlic is one of the top 5 best foods in the world. So. And color adds flair, and I enjoy it. It's kind of chunky with stuff, but it should fry up fine with the batter. I feel so much better. All right, I just got done frying these conch fritters. They look actually pretty amazing. So I got my conch fritters done. I'm gonna make this sauce. Oh my God, this is my dad's shirt. The sauce is 2 parts ketchup, or 2 tablespoons, but I just like to make things up. So 2 tablespoons or 2 parts lime juice. Did I turn off the stove? 2 parts lime juice. A little bit more of that. And then 1 tablespoon of mayo. And then about 1 tablespoon of hot sauce. Mix that together, it looks awesome. And then I'm just gonna season it with salt and pepper. All right, we have our dipping sauce, we have our fritters. I'm gonna go stick this to the side, and we're going to make sandwiches next, the cubano. There is so much history to this sandwich, and I know about 5% of it, so I hope you guys are ready to learn about it. Okay, on to the Cuban sandwich, the cubano. So I hate myself, just throwing that out there, because I didn't get a chance to make Cuban bread. I wanted to, but I am not a baker, and I am bad at baking. And it's scientific, there's measurements, and I just kind of throw things in. So I bought one of those take and bake, like, it's not a baguette, it's like a French loaf, but hopefully it'll mimic the pan cubano bread, which is, if it's made with lard or butter, but mostly lard, like a lot of it, then that's what makes it Cuban bread. So the first thing on a Cuban sandwich is mustard. Yellow mustard, it can't be any fancy Dijon or anything. It used to be for, I think, sugarcane field workers. We used to make this with leftover roasted pork. So in Tampa, they had a lot of Italian immigrants that would put salami on them. Miami does not put salami on them. And there's a debate between which city invented it. And everyone's like, that's a Cuban sandwich, Mallory. Why are you putting that on the Florida episode? Because it was invented in Florida. And also people debate that too. So who really knows? I mean, maybe somebody does. But as for now, I know a lot of people in Miami eat these. And Tampa and whatever other cities there are. I think there's only 2 cities in Florida, which are those 2. So I'm going to put Swiss cheese on all of them, on both sides. And the pork that I'm about to use, I roasted last night with a mojo recipe, which it has like orange juice, lime juice, oregano, coriander, cumin, garlic, and I used a mortar and pestle because I'm old school and I'm pretty cool. So after the Swiss cheese, you want to put pickle on it, which is an important part. And I've never sliced a pickle like lengthways to like be super thin to put on a sandwich, but you want it to melt into the sandwich and be a part of the sandwich. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to add just some simple honey ham from the deli, just like a slice or so, possibly more. So I'm just gonna layer it just all on top because I'm about to smush this down anyway. All right, so Cuban sandwiches. I'm going to go press these, or I'm gonna go turn on the stove and we will check back in when I'm ready to griddle them. Okay, so I just took the Cubans off of the stove. They look pretty good, if I do say so myself. They're gonna be delicious. So they are awesome. I'm now going to make a key lime pie. And yes, key lime pies do take a good 8 hours to set in the fridge. 5 tablespoons of melted butter, unsalted. I have about 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 1/4 cup of graham cracker crumbs. Oh, that was too much because that was 2 cups. All right, so now you want to mix this with a fork, get it all kind of weird and congealed. Just got to press it. And just use your fingers, press it in, make it pie shape. All right, I have the pie crust in the oven. I'm gonna cut and juice limes. I need about a half a cup and 2 tablespoons. Last time I made this, I had to hand juice them and my fingernails were just like on fire because, you know, acid. But I have a juicer here because my parents really know how to live a life of luxury. I have 4 egg yolks. I'm about to open this can of condensed milk. Ooh, this makes me even more uncomfortable. So I'm gonna whisk that together. Look at that one stubborn egg yolk. It's like, I'm not breaking today. I'm really serious about my key lime pie. This is so much easier than squeezing with your hands. Like, do you think these limes are from Persia? All right, about half a cup of lime juice goes right into here. Gonna whisk that. My crust should be done in just a couple minutes. I'm gonna let it cool and I'm gonna pour this filling into it and bake it for another 15 at 350. And then it needs to set overnight or 8 hours-ish. And then you should be good to go after that to eat it at your heart's desire. Okay, I have my key lime pie out of the oven. I have some freshly squeezed orange juice here. That's not freshly squeezed, that's just from the... I have my Cuban sandwich, my fritters, my sauce, some pickles for good measure. I think that Florida was probably the most delicious state that we've done so far. Florida rules! I'm very into it. There's like nothing left. This is all I have left, so. But yeah, so thanks for watching this episode of 51 Plates, and thanks for hanging out in Florida with me.